Welcome to another session of, I don't know what to even call these anymore. I guess we could call this one today, it would be Thursday Night Discovery. As you can see on my workbench, we do not have my usual 1920s fare like the RCA 100A speaker or the Radio 60. Instead, we have a late 70s Kenwood AM/FM tuner. Discovered this today on the way to go pick up my buddy when I was going to the gym to do a back and bicep workout, and drove past the house and saw something shiny sitting at the curb. On the way back to go to the gym, I decided I was going to pull over and stop, and found this. The Kenwood model KT-5500 AM/FM stereo tuner. Did a little research. It is from 1978, and from what I hear, it's got a pretty decent reputation as a tuner. It's Kenwood, so it should be pretty good. Even though it is modern and solid state, I am going to take a precaution and to run it up on my Variac here, just because it's vintage enough, being over 30 years old, that something still could be wrong. So I do here, it's set to basically 0, and we're gonna run it up slowly. I do have it plugged into my stereo here. To see if anything comes in. Okay, we're at 60.8 volts, and maybe able to hear it, maybe not, but there's some static. I do have it hooked up. You can see this black wire here and this yellow wire here. Black wire is hooked up to the AM terminal, and yellow wire is hooked up to the FM. Okay, we're up to 79 volts. Just slowly bringing it up. I know it's not really a slow bring up. And 116 point whatever, that's about average now here where we are. And as you can hear, there's something there. Now, we're not really near any station here in Youngstown for the AM. Digital garbage.
Luxury car item. I'm not so sure that you're not on it. There's some separate obligation. The luxury item in the car, things of that sort.
If his name is on the deed, but not on the mortgage, is he?
Yeah,
is that simply a detail that means he is obligated to keep paying?
AM 570 WKBN, which should come in because I'm about a mile from the transmitter.
He's not on the note at all.
Okay, and he didn't sign anything. I'm not so sure.
I'm gonna kick it into stereo here.
Keep paying that note.
That's what.
And FM. See if we get anything on FM.
As the sun photographers flooded into the intersection of 42nd Street and 2nd Avenue.
That would be WYSU 88.5.
Police officers.
Oh, a little noisy.
Time, try not to waste Irving Avenue in Austintown. Hey, coming up again tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock with Brian.
412-928-9370. Andrew Filipponi, top of the hour, but still more of your phone calls next. Beside will start Kim Mills.
It's a little bit off. Well, yeah, it's a little bit off on the dial scale, but this is a 94.5 Pittsburgh, about 65 miles away, with just a little piece of wire, not even a real antenna, so I think it's good. It sounds like it could use a little cleaning of the tuning capacitor, and I should really stop saying that's the last update for today, because it isn't. I decided to pop the cover off of the receiver, found out everything's in pretty good condition here. Sprayed some contact restore into the tuning capacitor here, and that got rid of the popping, and also quickly put some turbine oil in the little gear here, and that made the action real nice and smooth, and also pushed this over and it made everything line back up. I've decided I would take a quick look through my capacitor stash that I have here, because there's not a whole lot of capacitors, and I decided I'm going to recap with what I have. I don't have every value here, but I'm going to get the larger ones. All the larger electrolytics, especially the ones in the power supply, are what I want to get out today. And I have a couple of the smaller ones, but the majority will be the power supply ones, like this 1000 microfarad at 16 volt. I have a 1000 microfarad at 35 volt, so more than enough. And also these are 85 degree. These are all, I order all of my caps at a minimum of it's not going to focus, a minimum of 105 degree, so that they will last longer. And all high quality caps, I use Panasonic and I guess you would say then Nilsson caps. And I'm going to recap it, and that's why you see the desoldering iron here. It's warming up, as is my soldering iron, and once I get them in there, I'll just give an overview and then button it up. Alright, the partial recap is done. Have some nice shiny new caps in there. It doesn't want to focus. Okay, main filler capacitor. A couple of the other larger ones I just replaced with all I had and what all I could get to, because although there's a nice little access hatch right here, you can't, it doesn't cover the whole circuit board, so you can't get to everything. So I do have it plugged in, hooked back up, and we will turn her back on and see what happens.
Two migrant workers, and so kind of inspired by them, that so many of the songs were.
So the guy who had a show, Ed Robin, also was very political, left wing, and Woody stirs up strife, causes negative conflict.
Will have your delight in the Almighty.
You'll be waiting till 8 o'clock. It's the final
care that you could possibly win.
And that's 90. That's not 93.3. It can't be. That's 93.3. It's everything's aligned a little bit.
Save, because this 12-hour sale won't be back anytime soon. The 12-hour sale, Saturday at Mattress Discounters.
94.5. I think 94.7 I'll listen to country.
Full service day spa. We're here to pamper even the most overworked woman. As the area's
98.9. It's still a tad off on the FM.
anti-aging treatments, and
Let's
massage
see,
therapy.
AM. I don't have any antenna hookup. It'll just be the internal.
Those poor chap. Well, good luck getting to sleep after that news you ever tell.
Probably not gonna pick up much down here in the basement. Yeah. A few things.